Chapter 9. Houses Yesterday and Today. Ritu spent her summer vacation with her grandparents in Aligarh. They live in their ancient house. It is a big house with a lawn. All the rooms have high ceiling to keep the house cool. Her grandfather told her that space was not a problem in older days. So many people built single-stored house. The toilet and the bathroom are the backyard in that house. Her grandmother told that in earlier times, toilets and bathrooms were always constructed a little away from the house. Mostly rooms were built around the central courtyard called Angan. Children used to play, elders used to sit and chat, and women used to work in Angan. People did not need air conditioner or cooler in summer as the walls were built thick. There was no electricity earlier, so ventilators looked like small windows, were built high up in the walls to let in air and light. The house had a big kitchen. There was no any slab to cutting vegetables and cooking because in older days, women used to cook food sitting on the floor. Ritu's mother told her that in those days houses are also had big garden where there were many trees. Neem, mango and guava were the trees commonly grown in these gardens. Houses in rural areas. Girdhari works as a cook in Ritu's grandparents' house. His family stays in a kacha house in a village. It did not cost much. Now he has saved some money to build a small house in his village. Girdhari's house is made of mud and has a thatched roof. The floor is smeared with a maximum of cow dung and mud. It needs repair for time to time. In kacha houses, straws and leaves of trees like neem and kikar are placed on the frame so that termites plays on these leaves. These building materials are covered with mud to make the roof. Kacha houses are not very strong. People needed to coat the walls every week. They do not have a regular supply of water and electricity. Often there are no large electricity connection. These houses do not have any swaggy pipelines either, so the surroundings are unhygienic and prone of diseases. So, Gandhari has decided to build a small pakka house. The walls of the house will be made of bricks and plastered with a mixture of cement and water. The house of 2 rooms, a kitchen and a toilet will cost Gandhari a lot of money because the raw materials are so expensive. Houses in urban areas. One day, my father took me to a construction site. Many pakka houses were constructed there. These houses were strong. Bricks, irons, steel, cement and glass were used in these houses. The flooring was gently made of marbles and stones. So modern facilities were available there. There was a proper drainaging system. These houses were properly ventilated with a number of doors and windows. These houses are more expensive. They do not need to be repaired often. Fact time. The chulha in the kitchen has been replaced by LPG gas stove in urban areas. On the way, father told me that many people are involved in the construction of a house. An architecture, a mason, a carpenter, a plumber, an electrician, and a painter help us in constructing the house for us. Let us read what they do to construct our house. An architect makes the plan of a house. A mason lays bricks and plastered walls. A carpenter makes doors and windows. A plumber fits water pipes and taps. An electrician fits wires and plugs. A painter paints the house. Multi-storied buildings. Nowadays, we see many multi-storied buildings in a big cities due to shortage of land. They are tall buildings with many flats. Each floor has many flats or apartments. Flats are smaller as compared to bungalows, and there is not much open space in a flat. Hundreds of people live in a multi-storied buildings. This type of complex usually has a shopping center, community hall and a park. Fact time. Today, modular kitchen has a modern kitchen furniture layout constructing of modules, units of cabinets which hold accessories inside so as to use the space in the kitchen effectively. Slum. One day I was going with my father. He showed me Juggi where small temporary houses were built very close to one another. They are called slum. Roofs are made of irons or thin sheets in these houses. There is no safe drinking water and proper toilet facilities. Stagnant water and garbage are found all over. People live in unhygienic conditions here.